The New English Perfect Teaching System.
Lesson 79.
When.
When.
When sözcüğünün soru cümlelerinin başına geldiği zaman ne zaman anlamına geldiğini öğrenmiştik. Bu dersimizde bir bağlaç şeklinde göreceğiz. Aynı zamana denk gelen iki farklı eylemin anlatımında bağlaç görevi yapar. Örneğin, odaya girdiğim zaman annem uyuyordu veya odaya girdiğimde annem uyuyordu ifadelerinde iki ayrı cümlecik ve iki ayrı eylem vardır. Birincisi girmek, ikincisi uyumak eylemidir. Burada birinci eylem geçmiş zaman, ikinci cümle ise geçmiş sürekli zaman yapısındadır. Yani ikinci cümle daha önce başlamış ve birinci eylem başladığı zaman devam ede gelen bir eylemi anlatmaktadır. Bu dersimizde geçmiş zaman ile geçmiş sürekli zaman eylemleri anlatan iki cümlecik içeren cümlelerin yapısını öğreneceğiz. When genellikle geçmiş zaman cümlesinin başında yer alır. Geçmiş zaman cümlesi birinci cümle olabileceği gibi ikinci cümlede olabilir. Örnekler: I saw, gördüm. When I saw, gördüğüm zaman, gördüğümde. I came in, içeri girdim. When I came in, içeri girdiğimde. When I came in, içeri girdiğim zaman. My mother was sleeping, annem uyuyordu. Bu iki cümleciyi birleştirip tek cümle haline getirdiğimiz zaman When I came in, my mother was sleeping. İçeri girdiğim zaman annem uyuyordu. Bu cümle My mother was sleeping when I came in şeklinde de kurulabilir. Yani when ile başlayan cümle ikinci cümlecikte olabilir. Tabloyu dikkatlice inceleyin. Aşağıda verilen iki ayrı cümleciğin nasıl tek cümle haline getirildiğini inceleyin.
Let's speak.
Bell.
Ring.
Paul studied his lessons from 3 to 5 o'clock. The telephone bell rang at 4 o'clock.
When the telephone bell rang, Paul was doing his homework.
It was raining. The teacher shut the windows.
When the teacher shut the windows, it was raining.
He was reading the letter. He began to smoke.
When he began to smoke, he was reading the letter. She was listening to music. Her friend visited her.
When her friend visited her, she was listening to music. Cindy was hitting Tom. Mr. West came in.
When Mr. West came in, Cindy was hitting Tom. Her husband worked in the garden. She was cleaning the kitchen.
When her husband worked in the garden, she was cleaning the kitchen.
The guests sat in the dining room. Mary was washing up dishes.
When the guests sat in the dining room, Mary was washing up dishes. Paul was studying his lessons. Diana turned off the light.
Paul was studying his lessons when Diana turned off the light.
Some men were fighting. A policeman saw them.
Some men were fighting when a policeman saw them. It was snowing. The children slept.
When the children slept, it was snowing. Look for. I was looking for my keys. Cindy waited for me in front of the door.
I was looking for my keys when Cindy waited for me in front of the door. We watched television. The baby was crying.
The baby was crying when we watched television. I saw Paul. He was climbing the tree.
When I saw Paul, he was climbing the tree. Tom sang a song. Mr. and Mrs. West were dancing.
When Tom sang a song, Mr. and Mrs. West were dancing.
When, adjective.
When, place.
When sözcüğü geçmişte içinde bulunduğumuz yer, mekan veya sıfat içeren cümleciklerin başına getirilebilir. Bu durumda cümlecik past continuous tense konumundadır. Örneğin, when I was at home, ben evdeyken, evde olduğum zaman. When I was fatter, ben daha şişmanken, ben daha şişman olduğum zaman. İleride when sözcüğünün diğer zaman kalıplarıyla kullanımını da öğreneceğiz.
Let's speak.
I was at home. I studied my lessons. When I was at home, I studied my lessons. Zoo.
Elephant. We were at the zoo. We saw an elephant. When we were at the zoo, we saw an elephant. Tom was at the hospital. He talked to a nurse. When Tom was at the hospital, he talked to a nurse. Grape.
They were in the garden. They ate grape. When they were in the garden, they ate a bunch of grapes.
Cindy was at the party. She danced with Tom. When Cindy was at the party, she danced with Tom. Nancy was at a restaurant. She lost her money. When Nancy was at the restaurant, she lost her money.
I was younger. I lived in Antalya. When I was younger, I lived in Antalya.
I was 20 years old. I read this book. When I was 20 years old, I read this book.